Food shortages. What should I stockpile? Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. I think it's a very good question. A lot of people are talking about things nowadays. Food shortages, crop failures, people, very, very wealthy, influential people buying up water rights, buying up water supply, buying up land for ranching and farming. Recently, I heard that, I haven't actually verified it, but the source my wife told me, so I'm pretty sure it's true. So I guess Bill Gates was bidding on some big cattle ranch somewhere here in the United States, and yeah, luckily lost the bid because the LDS Church outbid them, or outbid him. That's a good one. I love it. A faith-based organization buying ranches. Come on now. Do you think they're thinking ahead? Yeah, we know they think ahead, right? They're into food storage and all kinds of stuff. I think that's awesome. I think the last time I checked, the LDS Church actually owns the largest cattle ranch in the United States. But anyway, that aside, all these things are happening, right? We see meat shortages. We see shelves that aren't quite maybe as full as they used to be. Maybe right now they are, but they haven't in the recent past. We know that our on-demand food supply system is fragile. So what should you be stockpiling now? What should you be prepping now? That is a good question, and it's something that we need to be thinking about. Remember, this is the most powerful tool in prepping: your brain, your mind, your ability to think through your issues, think through and come up with effective solutions to problems. Problem solving, basic problem solving. So, what do I think you should be prepping now for? I'm talking food storage. Not necessarily talking about other stuff, although water storage is very, very important. But beyond water storage, I think the biggest thing is your ability to replenish your water storage capabilities. Finding sources of water. That's very important. Because water, you have to have water, right? We all know that. So, as far as stockpiling food, I go through phases in my preps, just like I'm sure you do. Sometimes it's bulk foods, like big bags of beans and rice, corn, quinoa, barley, lentils, peas, all those kind of things, all different kinds of beans. And then sometimes I'm concentrating on the ration side of things, which is ready to eat, no preparation needed, like MREs, ration bars, camping meals. Even if they take a little tiny bit of preparation, that still might be a ration. You might classify that as a ration. Canned goods are rations because you can just open up the can, eat them right out of the can. Something that takes no preparation. And then, I go through kicks of, canned meats. And sometimes it's, okay, we haven't got canned fruit in a while. Let's not forget that. We got to have a well-balanced diet. So let's get some canned fruits. Canned veggies are always on the table, canned beans and stuff, because they're cheap. Like canned corn, stuff like that. It's cheap, easy to get, and easy to stockpile a lot of. But right now, what do I think? Before I answer that, please subscribe, please hit the like button, please comment below, and please share the videos. And if you're interested in the security tactical side of things, check us out on Patreon. Links in the description below. Hundreds of videos there, $1 a month, well worth it. So anyway, okay, let's get down to it. Right now, I feel, due to world events and everything like that, other than the production of your own food, which I think is the most important part. That aside, bulk foods. Right now, big bags of corn, rice, beans, legumes, all those kinds of things. Lentils are a very, very good food. They're like the ultimate prepper food, basically. They don't give you everything, but they provide a lot of good nutrients. Lentils and rice would be a good meal. Spices to go along with that. But other things, like barley, oats, some flours, but flour goes rancid. Got to think about that. Wheat. There was wheat pulled out of the tomb of a pharaoh when they opened it that had been shut for thousands of years, a couple thousand years. It was still viable. It still sprouted. It still produced crops. So think about that. Also, wheat, beans, rice, all these kind of things that are still whole in their whole form, you can plant those. Those are seeds. So don't forget that. That is a big, important part of it. Because, yes, they are bulk dry goods. Stock those as much as you possibly can. It's about mass food quantity. As much food as you possibly can set aside. Obviously, like I said, different topic is the ability to replenish that via growing your own food, raising your own animals. So that's a separate topic. We're not talking about that today. We talk about that, regularly. So what are my, I'll say top 5. I'll just think of something. And they're not in order. I would say bulk beans. And this is for my AO. Also, you got to understand, I don't live in the Midwest where I can't go down to a big grain tower and get a bunch of corn or stuff like that. Corn would be on the list, but it's more expensive than rice is here. A lot more expensive. So, even feed corn. So, beans, rice, lentils, wheat, and let me throw in one more. Those are strong 4 though. Maybe like a barley or a quinoa, something like that, or maybe a different kind of bean. You got black beans, you got red beans, you got kidney beans, you got garbanzo beans, navy beans, cannelli beans, all these different kinds of beans. Stock a variety. That's a good thing also. Stock a variety. And if you want to mix it, if you ever open up a bag or you want to mix it, you can mix a bunch of beans together, make like a 7-bean soup mix and put some spices in there, put it in a canning jar, dry can it, sit it on your shelf, either in your working pantry or in your food preps. This is something you could easily do. So bulk foods, mass quantities of food, I think is very important right now. I mean, thousands of pounds, tens of thousands of pounds, millions of pounds. No, seriously, whatever you have room for, stockpile food. Because, like I said, these are seeds also. So you're also increasing your seed bank. You're also increasing your ability to grow and replenish what you have. So that's really good. Canned goods, you can't do that with. You can't replant stuff that's been canned because it's been cooked. It's not viable anymore. You can also, the fruits and vegetables you buy at the store that have viable seeds inside, you can dry them, save them for next year. Maybe they won't, you won't get 100% propagation and growth and everything like that, but you'll get some. What you do is just overplant them, and then you'll get a decent crop. I've done it lots of times. I've done it with beans. I've done it with, let me see, what else have I done? Top of my head, I forget. But I've done it with multiple different things like that. I can't grow rice here, so I don't do rice. I don't do wheat because I don't have big wheat fields. You guys have seen my garden. I have raised beds. I hope to change that soon, although I have to be mindful of getting older and my ability to get out and be a farmer for the extended period of time. I may not be as young as you think I am. But raised bed gardening is really good. But anyway, like I said, that's a different topic. Without beating a dead horse, let me talk about some other things that are also on the top of my list right now. And that is meat. Canned meat. Freeze-dried meat. I've mentioned it recently in other videos. If you're looking at those freeze-dried cans of meat, make sure you read on them that it doesn't say TVP. TVP is textured vegetable protein. That is soy. If you want that, fine. Buy it. But if you are looking for the cans of the actual meat, like chicken, beef, pork, whatever it may be, make sure you read on it. Make sure it says that that's what it actually is. That is a good thing. Freeze-dried, those like Augustin Farms, you can get at Walmart. You could order on Amazon, Wise Company, Mountain House, Patriot Supply. I mean, there's a bunch of different areas out there. Those freeze-dried, the number 10 cans, the big cans. And when they're freeze-dried, they don't weigh much, which is another benefit, and they last really good shelf life, really long shelf life. So sometimes you got to think about weight and your storage capability. The thing is, like, people store some of these things, also store them properly. Don't just have piles of wheat and stuff like that sitting around. A lot of people like storing them in round buckets. I can't stand round buckets because they don't stack together neatly. And for me, it's like an OCD thing. I want them to stack square. So I showed you in my prep of the day yesterday the small square totes. Love those. Those are awesome. And you can do the whole bagging up, oxygen absorbers, Mylar bags. You can do all that stuff in those also. Not just, and I really like square for some reason. I guess I'm just a square dude. Anyway, stockpile food now, please. It's very important. If all these people are going after our water supplies and our food supplies, think about it. You own the water, you own the food, you control the people, right? I don't want to be controlled. I don't think you do either. So let's be in charge of our own destiny and stockpile lots of food and have the ability to replenish it. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys like the videos. I hope you... Oh, also, I do have an Amazon storefront. Links in the description below. A bunch of good stuff there if you want to check it out. Check out all the links in the description. Whatever. Anyway, remember, we don't prep out of fear. We don't prep out of fear. We prep out of peace of mind here. Prepping is living insurance. That's all it is. Your food storage is your emergency fund. We got to build our emergency funds. We got to be able to last a long time, because if this goes bad, it goes south like a lot of people are feeling. A lot of people are just, you know, we are in the United States of America, but we're not impervious to things happening to us. Remember that. It can happen here. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.